Since the last video was shot, construction's progressed much further. We're open for public skating. There's a bunch of small items that still aren't done, but still for the purpose of showing this video in progression. Let's see where we're at right now. We're open right now for a Sunday afternoon public skating session. You can see all the dry-vit's done. The ornamental columns are in place. You see a neat little feature over here on our entranceway glass. We've got a etched glass logo right onto the glass, and those are little labels that just stick on. They're about $7 to $8 a piece. So you can come into the canopy area that we have. I'll finish the whole way up around. Got our emergency exit lighting. It's got to be positioned over every door. That's required per code. This door we're going to be painting to match the dry-vit. Haven't done that yet. Out room. See what we've done there. Landscaping still has to be done yet. We're in the process of skinning the outside staging area. We're going to fully enclose that now. Ventilation for manufacturing. Let's go inside and take a look what's in there. See, we have the sliding glass doors. I'm going to see the facility's very much done at this point. Here we show a mat for the entranceway area, and it's real important to set this area up so it's easy to maintenance. As you can see here, the way it's set up, the floor was recessed, so there's no possibility of tripping hazard. And this is the same material that we put into our locker room showers. You'll see a product called Dry Deck. And it's real easy to pick up, and the carpet underneath also is easy to pick up and move out of the way for cleaning. During the winter times it can get very sloppy. I would highly recommend during the installation that you consider putting a floor drain in the entranceway here. So when maintenance is called for, you can just wash this area right down into a floor drain. And you can see the logos that are in the glass, and these are pretty interesting. I'm going to show these to you. These are just little stick-on pieces of material, and it gives a real nice classy look to the facility. Coming in, the main entranceway door. See, there'll be people in here all day today. Standing around the complex area. Look. See a pattern that we cut into the floor. Recessed fire extinguisher. There'll be a trophy case that we're going to be doing here. That's why this one red line is offset out. It's not done yet. Turning back over and panning over here. There's one here. Code base for indirect lighting the whole way around the complex. We've got icicles that are going to be installed on that, so we have a theme that makes it look like the icicle are literally right out of the code base. And in this area you can see our elevator goes up to the corporate offices. See our painting theme set up, the dark blue down low. What we've done with the feature line around the perimeter is we've set it up to keep people from going into doors that they shouldn't go in, and yet, for example, here's a ticket window. We've broken the line so people know exactly where they need to go to. You'll find the same with the bathrooms and things of that nature. One aspect that's very important in your floor plan to have a control point, and you can see what we've done here with some temporary stanchions. But during public skating sessions, when you have 400 to 500, 600 people coming in for a session, it's real important to control people how they come in here. Our counters, speaking hole, office area. Our garbage cans are also themed. These are fiberglass receptacles. Not necessarily economical, but they really dress up the facility nice. Come on, walk through the complex some more. You can see what I mean by the standpoint of how these feature doors are set up. Here's the door to our office area, and we continue to red line as opposed to where the women's room is. We break it. shop area. What we've done is we've brought the rubber flooring in through the space as opposed to just stopping it at the entranceway area, and that has a tendency to bring people into the space more so. Proshop still hasn't been put up. We're in the process. You can see here the slat board is painted. We're going to be installing that and fitting the Proshop with a complete inventory. You see on the floor in the Proshop area what we've done is we've used a high-wear 28-ounce carpet, and the carpet is very economical. We're looking at under $1 a square foot installed cost. And what we did is we themed it, we threw some stars in it to carry the theme of the rest of the complex into the Proshop area. On the outside edge, instead of using a typical cove base, one option that's available with carpet like this is you can carry the carpet right up the wall as well, which for the Proshop area seemed like a nice thing to do. A little bit more expensive, but not very much overall. We scattered a bunch of stars all over the floor, so we could go ahead and change our racking configuration to create a new look in the Proshop from time to time. Here we've got the alternate second ticket window, which is opposite from the other. There'll be times during our public skating session, literally, we can't handle the crowds quick enough to get them in. Two windows can't hardly even keep up. Skate sharpening machine, which is a custom radius machine. And I'll shoot the video on the Proshop as far as the proper fit out as soon as it is done, but to give you some feel of the type of equipment that's going to be going into here on a permanent basis. See how the ceiling is dressed up. The conduit that was shown earlier has been painted so it blends in. Until we get all our equipment in here, this room's a little bit sterile at this point. Wanted to pull down the screen for the Proshop area so you can see what type of closure we had. I mentioned this earlier. Now you have some idea what I'm talking about. That allows real easy access and sight of all the Proshop equipment, even though the place is locked up. Of all the areas that you have to be concerned about, that Proshop is probably one of the bigger ones. Coming out of the Proshop area. Yeah. Looking to see our water fountains in this location. And everything is recessed back in, so you find it doesn't get damaged as much when you do this. Remember your receptacle for your fountains. You can see here too the benches that we installed. These are all recycled plastic. And the nice feature about them is that they never need painted. They never splinter. Kids can stand on them with their ice skates. Even the legs on the bottom, they can be kicked straight and they're never going to be damaged. They should be here for the life of the complex and maintain their appearance as well. You can see how they fit in real nice to how we featured our areas around there. Looking at the concession, we're about midpoint. See our star, how it's cut into the floor. And looking out towards our entranceway area. One other thing that's important is, of course, every door has to have an emergency exit. Light and sign. These are battery pack operated. You can see that one over another door as well. And then above that, on every door in the complex for a security system, we have a little motion sensor. You can see it hit up there. So the other one. There it is. A triangular thing that should right on the code base. That's a very easy way to get security that's non-maintenance. Sometimes the catches that you have on those security systems, they don't work very well. The catch gets missing out, they have a problem. Make sure you have ample outlets around the facility. For cleaning purposes, we use a floor scrubbing machine on this rubber. It cleans up very nice. It's very much like maintaining a regular, you can see the sheen there, regular tile floor. But this is rubber flooring that kids can walk anywhere in the facility with their ice skates on, and what you're trying to do more than anything else is protect your rental skates. And we'll walk on through and see some more of the facility. How you doing, son? Here we have the connection for the future kiosk that we're going to be putting in. That'll be an information center that's not in yet. We'll see a Cat 5 connection for the computer Listeman. Here we come over to our rental skid area. Here at the rental skid area, you can see how we have rubber flooring on the top of the counter. And the reason for that is pretty obvious. There's the reason why we need to have it on top. And that's just glued right onto our base counter. And we have our rental skate racks in here as well. What we've done here is we made up our own racks. They're a steel with poly cover. You can get drawings to anybody who's interested in making these type of racks. They're pretty economical to make. You can make them yourself.
Do I get skates?
One moment. Got two counters here for rental skid area. Let's see, so done with the red line around the corner. I'll take you into it a little bit. Arcade area, we're still missing signage that has to go on. We have that on order. So we're looking into the arcade area. Also, as you can see here, our door's done. The glass atop of it. You see these multicolored stars that we put in. What that really nice. Just red and blue cut into a star pattern. And it didn't take anything special. We had a template made, and our rubber flooring filler cut these out by hand for us. We did a very, very nice job. Here we're looking at a concession area. Nice big logo on the interplay, can't miss it. Over on this side, which also isn't completed yet, we've got a push-out area, which will be for more video games and more seating. Over here we have TVs that are going to be installed up on top. There'll be two of them in the floor here, and then there'll also be one located in the solarium area. Partial arcade, we only got about half the machines in there because that other push-out area is going to get. One thing you have to be real careful about is the amount of lighting level that you throw into the arcade area. In this facility, this room is actually too bright right now. Air hockey is very popular. You go up into the ceiling, look at the picture that we have. We've got too much light. What we're going to end up doing is getting up there and pulling some of the bulbs out because we make it too bright in here. We want to look for very dim lighting so there's no glare on the machines. And the machines themselves will draw people in because they'll be more apparent and more visible because they'll be in a darker room. So you need to take that into consideration as well. Pulling that through. Take in and show you a little bit about what we did on the counter. The material that we did on the counter is a two-stage counter. You can see the screw holes right here. What these are going to be for future squeeze guards that have to go in. That has to go in for a code. That'll be tempered glass. The material that we used on the front of the counter. Zoom in on this a little bit. This is a material called Protectol. You see it has a waffle pattern to it. I don't know if that's showing up a little bit. It's got little spikes on it, so it's a textured pattern as opposed to a smooth rubber flooring arrangement. And the reason for that is if they stick the wall with their skates, you can't see the marks at all, and it is a rubber, so it'll take you use without any maintenance. The only area that isn't like that is where the logo itself was, but we haven't seen that to be a problem at all. Counter area. See what we've done is we've got drawings on a full complete concession area layout too. If you're interested in how we laid our concession equipment out, our inventory of what we have, we'll have we'll describe that a little bit in this video, and then we also have complete drawings and inventory from Burley Rink Supply. You can contact us for it. Sticking the counter up in the front. Right behind here is our Pepsi machine, and we coordinated this so the height of the counter came right underneath the sign of where the Pepsi machine is. And then the logo itself is manufactured for us by the same company that makes the dashboard advertiser. It's a special material, and it just printed out our logo for us, and it's just stuck right onto it. You can see here back behind how the Pepsi machine height is coordinated with the top of the counter. And we have drawings on everything as far as height, width, so you can essentially duplicate this for your own complex if you'd like to. We're still missing some condiment stands, things of that nature, but we're in the process of getting it done. Give you some idea what's happening. I'll take you back and show you some of the equipment that's involved here. And maybe we'll take a look at the rink first before we do that. Let's go do that. Take you back in. Now we're going through those doors I showed earlier. See how we carried the store theme and the red line right in through the complex, right into the solarium area, through some arrows into a big open blue area to try to help coordinate with public skating in and outdoors, the traffic. We've got to make very sure too, from the standpoint of what type of equipment you use on doors like this, where you're using an awful lot of public skating session, that it's real industrial equipment. The solarium we're very, very happy with, but we're finding that the closures, for example, are not of sufficient strength to handle the traffic that these things are getting. And you can see right there a little bit how we already had to re-drill them out. You can see how this closure is by in comparison to the other closure on the other doors. I mean, these closures will hold up. And we're going to probably end up doing is changing all the closures on the solarium doors to be more industrial closures like that, so we'll handle the abuse. Out here in the solarium, we've got a few more games. Very profitable. The revenue per square foot that you make in your concession and your video game outperform the ice rink area per square foot, so you got to give it the importance it deserves. It's a lot of revenue that can really mean gravy to the facility. A good arcade area very easily can do $100,000 or more a year. Now you can see here we are on the solarium. The line, feature line carried right in through and around all the seating area. The type of seating that we picked is made by a company called Primal. For what you get, the reason we went with a booth seat as opposed to the individual seats is while you may be able to seat 2 adults in a seat like this, for birthday party purposes we can seat 3 children, so it makes a big difference. We prefer to have our birthday parties held right into the main area. The kids seem to like it better, and it's also easier for control as opposed to birthday party rooms. Another neat feature about the table concept is if you look at the bottom, the base of how these seats are set up, the table doesn't have any legs. The seats are supported by a leg right in the middle, so you can't hit anything with ice skates with these seats. Now the row in the middle does have a post in the middle, but that's the only one that is like that. Both sides do not. You can see by the way the table looks, it's a very attractive looking table. Very durable. See the framework underneath it. What we do when we have a birthday party situation is they simply put little reserve tags on the table, put some balloons on it, and they're all set. The neat feature about this is on a Saturday session, it's real conceivable, we'll have 15 to 20 birthday parties. And if you only have 4 or 6 birthday party rooms, how do you get that many parties through a facility? You simply can't. With this arrangement, we've got an immense amount of seating. They come, they have their party there, they have the reserved area, they're not going to worry about moving them into a room and then moving them out because you have to bring another party in. They can essentially have that table for the whole space, the whole session, and it's easier for everybody. Not only that, but it's also free advertising. If they're back in a room where nobody can see them, the kids who aren't invited to the birthday party may not even know they were going on. I mentioned earlier, a nice feature about this room is it's very warm, comfortable. It's probably about another 15-20 degrees warmer than the rink area is. encourages people, if they're going to eat food, they need some place to sit. We've got ample seating for everybody. Go back to the front, and we'll follow this guy out. Dashboard advertisements that we've got. We've got about 42 dashboard ads sold already at about $1,800 a piece. That's a very important revenue stream, but you need to have somebody specifically dedicated to the sale of the dashboard ad. We still haven't had the intelligent lighting in. Some of it has been acquired. We're waiting for the rest of the equipment to deliver next week. You know, we'll be putting in the mood lighting, the smoke, the intelligent lighting, the lasers, all that sort of thing, which will drastically increase public skating. It'll be almost like a nightclub environment. We've got temporary bleachers in right now. In the process of making the permanent bleachers, that'll be fixed seating. It'll hold 450 people, and we'll be able to have storage underneath it. See the humidification's running. Nice feature of the flags is you know when the dehumidifier is running very easily. Pull the flags up in the ceiling. We have rubber flooring down out here just on a temporary basis because the people are walking out here. But this will all be covered by bleacher area, of course. So we just leaf laid this right now. You'd think that they'd be broken. And we were concerned about that, about putting polycarbonate down in front of them, but the people have been very favorable. You can see when they walk, they don't get anywhere close to the glass doors. There was a fear that really wasn't justified. So walk you out and take some look at some of the other aspects of the complex. They're on the other end of the solarium. See how nice that looks. Fine Mold helped us with our seating layout. Essentially, we gave them the space and we said, fellas, listen, give us as much seating as you can and help us lay this out. And they did this for us, so they can do the same thing for your complex as well. Out of all the seating that we've seen in the industry, they, by far, for our type application, have the best seating. You can see over on this side of the solarium, because this is considered an emergency exit door, this head will be a wider door too. So keep that in mind. Go back out through here and show a couple more shots of the rink. One of the little out rooms, same thing, carried the same theme with the rubber flooring in through this room as well. This will be used for meetings, as needed necessary room essentially. Individual unit heaters, drop ceiling, smoke alarms which are required by code. This is a theme carried throughout the whole complex as well. Strobe lights for fire protection. All code related issues.
The world famous Planet Ice saucer game. That's right. Going out to the very center of the ice. We're going to bring the saucers out there. On our way, we want to let you know that if you have not found out about our week,
here we're in the DJ room. We're setting this up as a regular sound and light room. We're getting everything painted. They've got, as you can see, handheld mic. Some of the lighting that's going to be going up in the ceiling still has to be installed. Mirror ball. But it's going to be nightclubish. And I'll give a complete orientation and video shot of what equipment we used and why we used what we did as soon as it's all finally set up. But make sure you remember, we need to have a DJ room. Public skating is such a big factor, and you're going to see some of the games that are done here at the rink. This is what we call the saucer game. And it's one of those type of games.
This game is simple, okay? What I need you to do is grab a saucer, you and your partner. You need two people for each one saucer. Put them down on the blue line. Line up on the blue line. Facing down here. And it's time to play the world famous Planet Ice saucer game. You two can learn to skate the right way here through the spot down. Planet Ice, you can learn skate lessons. Every Saturday night from 10. Okay. Listen very closely, this is a lot of fun, the rules are very simple. You're going to push those saucers all the way to the blue line, back. Chris is standing on right now. Okay? Push those things up there, and then you're going to let them go.
George, how would you do that?
All the way out to this goal line right here. Now, I'll pick up the game. You're going as close to this line as you can without going over. Does everybody understand? Are you sure? Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Push up there. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's it. Very good. Very good. Okay. We're looking around. She's our runner. Okay. Take those saucers all the way back to the line. Switch places with the person you just pushed. We're going to do this one more time. All the way back. Switch places with that line. She did. No, not you. You went up. All the way back. Put them on the line. If you were sliding, you are now sitting. If you were sitting, you're now sliding.
Sell candy in the concession stand, and we've got one of these cream games of candy. I mean, it's difficult to find. We're going to go over and look at the concession area. Here we've prep, pizza prep type. Outlet locations, everything of that nature we can provide to you. We've got an ANSO fire protection system that's required. Over, we've got a grill. Up underneath the hood, we've got stainless steel in the back of the cooking area just for maintenance purposes. The hood's to be designed so it has makeup air as well as exhaust air. It's very important. Don't put two switches in that they can just turn exhaust air without having the makeup air. What we want to do is we don't want to create a negative pressure. When you start exhausting air out, air has to come in and it'll pull the whole core into a negative area, pulls the air from the rink, which causes the air to infiltrate the rink from the outside, which is detrimental. We still don't have our menu boards. So we've got two fryers operating with natural gas. The way the ANSO system's set up, it ties into the gas for these two devices, both the grill and the fryers. Here's our switch, which is a remote switch for running the exhaust fan. And that turns on both fans. Let's come back and take a look at the hood. Now this is going to be fully enclosed also. There's a towel that's going to go over this if we haven't got in. But one, as you can see, is exhaust. And there's two different ducts and one is air makeup. And the way the hood works is underneath. We've got air makeup, exhaust, and then our ANSO system as well. Over on this side, you can see the cabinetry that we have. Here's our conveyor pizza oven. Our pizza warmer, which is a humidifier as well as heater, so it keeps the pizza from drying out. You can put burgers or anything of that nature. We've got a computer counter that's still going to go here. This is temporary. This isn't finished. It'll be for a touchscreen computer arrangement. So here we come into our soda.